Welcome, Alf. Welcome, everybody. So we're far ways from where we started. Let me show you Cool Mountain. Actually, let me go into play. So this should be 99% done. I need to see if I can't get the race thing going, but I spent 4 hours doing this yesterday. It's too long. I don't even want to know how long I spent. But you know, you got your slide. Ooh, wrong way. Some really chill music for this. Okay, and then this, you have the two options. We'll go down this way first. So like that sends you down here. Although, maybe I should change that to something else. I'm not exactly sure. Actually, I have enough blocks. I could probably make that a, I could probably fix that. This is no, this is not Peach's slide. No. This is something else. Okay, hold on. Oh, I also missed a block. I need to change that to... I'm like really close to being done with this one. Oh, I know why I did that. Oh, I know why I did that. Okay, well, that's just gonna have to stay like that then. I don't really care. Not right now. That's future Krista's problem. Okay, do we have a block that we didn't use? Both of those. I think I screwed up and started using 3 and 5 for that. Snow. We definitely didn't use this one. Let's see. Okay, so we're going to go to wood. And then we're going to do top material. There we go. That way you still slip and slide all the way through here, right? Right. We're all on the same page? Is this Styx the Badger your favorite Sonic character? No, I wasn't saying it was my favorite. I was just saying that, you know, I think it's the most funny one because I think she fits in with everything else. But, like, Sega hates her. It's, like, really obvious that they want absolutely nothing to do with Styx. And so it's just funny. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't thought about it that hard. Here, we can put a coin. Make that look a little nicer. No, if I had to pick a favorite, I don't know. I don't think I really have a favorite. I'm not, like, into it like that. But it is funny to think about. We could do... Who could my favorite character be? Who's the most hated Sonic character? I'll just say it's that. And you can't say Biggs, because Biggs is actually cool. And people are just dumb. I mean, Biggs is flipping done by Duke Nukem. Like, how can you be upset about that? Okay, so I'm pretty much done here. The only thing... is the race, but again, to be fair, I don't really want to deal with the race right now. Like, it wouldn't be too bad. I don't even know if it's possible. So, like, it wouldn't be bad. I just don't know if it's possible, and I don't want to have to troubleshoot right now. Also, I was trying to see if I put enough coins down for a 100 coin star. I'm pretty sure I did. And there's 15 at the start, and then I'll probably put some down there. Yeah, you got 70 here. I should have let it just slide me. Everyone's talking about Pokemon right now, so I figured Pokemon music would probably be appropriate. Oh yeah, there's plenty. If you're skilled enough, you can... let's see. Where did I want to put... Oh, no, I did put coins on there. Okay, okay, okay. I think I'm good. I really think this level is pretty much done. It just took forever. It looks so much... I don't know if anyone remembers. I deleted the old one. But if you can find that old level and what it looked like, good lord. This looks a million times better. And I wouldn't say it looks good or anything, but better. Okay. So let's get out of there. I did do a little bit more of 22. Basically just troubleshooting. Like how I'm gonna do this circle design. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, this has been a lot. So we pretty much have everything done except Dire Dire Docks, which I know chat's freaking out over. Everybody loves Dire Dire Docks. God, it really has been a year since all that, you know? That's the craziest thing. Time flies. But yeah, upstairs, Peach's Castle. Oh, music got loud. Where is my music? It's loud for me. And then this here, I don't have a ceiling to, but... Oh, trying to think how this actually works is going to be a nightmare, because I don't exactly remember, but I know this has to be correct over here. You walk up the stairs, and then... I don't know what's after the stairs. No, you got, like, TikTok clock right here. Like, TikTok clock's over that way, and then you have Rainbow Ride, and you have... the 7 red coin, or 8 red coins in the cloud level. Somewhere over here. And then up this way, you would have... the Bowser fight, the final Bowser fight. So we're not too far off, but also you go, there's, like, still a lot of levels. So, and we're not gonna worry about that too much right now. We're gonna go to everybody's favorite, Dire Dire Water. I have not touched this since the last time we did it. So let's see. Did I put a spawn point? I did. Also, I actually blocked chat. I did not mean to do that. There we go. So we have, and there's got to be 7 stars in here, which is going to screw my brain up, but... We got 1 star. You know, I don't like this. I've already decided. I had decided last time, but I decide now. I want this to... What's the laundry about? The laundry is I got laundry. I gotta go do laundry. And so I gotta mentally keep track of that because the washer doesn't have a timer on it. And so I have to just assume when it's done. The dryer does. The dryer's nice. The washer goes, oh, it'll be done in like this time. And then you get in there. It's like, no, we're not done yet. Okay, well then why would you say that you're gonna do this? Let's extend this way. I was trying to make it a bit more natural looking, but who cares? But that's why I didn't want to sit down and like stream right now. We'll probably do like real stuff tonight. Probably, maybe. We'll see. We'll see if I'm really feeling it. Drink a glass of Dire Dire water. Okay, hold on. Let me grab it. Dire. Do I have to go get it in an actual glass or is it a plastic bottle? Okay. If I gotta go get a glass, I'll go get a glass. If y'all want me to go get a glass, I'll go get a glass. It's only appropriate, you know? This is the day to get hydrated. I can't drink any other time of the year. Just right now. Just right now, I'm allowed to drink. My doctor told me I had to quit drinking, so I was like, okay, I'll stop drinking. So I've been, you know, really dehydrated, but bottle is fine. Okay, okay. So if I need to go grab a glass from the kitchen, I will. All right. You know, we could... You want to extend that out one more? Nah, it's fine. Okay, and we have the 5 or the 4 coins here. And then the star trigger here. Yeah. And then this is this way. Why is this here? Oh, this was the old layout. That's right. Because you built it once and then... I need to start looking into the ROM hacking part. Because it shouldn't be that bad. We'll have to see though. Because like warps and stuff, I should just be able to like rearrange to where they are. And it's like, okay, if I see something like, oh, dang, I didn't do that. Oh, well, we already built the level. Like I can't, you know, what am I going to do? Change it? No. That goes against the rules, so... Okay, so... Reminder of how this looks. So you just go up, 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 up. Then like right to the surface, go across. Actually, does it open up? I actually don't remember. And then it comes this way a little bit, comes back down, goes out this way, and goes up a little bit, and then you're out, and then you have the sub area. Not sub, I mean the sub area, like where the sub is. Actually, I don't know how much I need to do to get it to... What did I do in here? Just 2 slopes, so we could do something similar. Consistency, chat. 1, 2. You know what? Actually, I may have had it right to begin with. Because it's like kind of a big... But you still gotta go that way and then... Like so. No, that's gonna be... You know, when I clicked on Pokemon music, I was thinking, you know, ba 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 da ba da ba da ba, you know, something a little more bombastic than... Let's chill out, dude. Let's take a smoke break, bro. Dude. You ever think about how the world is really big, but we're like really small, dude? JK, that's what I do every day. Not smoke, think, overthink. I don't do that no more. You know, I actually don't know. I don't know how that's gonna look. Let's see. Making tunnels is always the most difficult thing. Mario, really did. Come on. This is not... Yeah, let's go up one more. I think that doesn't look circular. You know, when we get to the Pokemon Marathon, I'm like... kind of excited to try Platinum, like Gen 4. Because so many people hold that one up as like the best, and I've always thought it was... kind of, I don't know, like it just didn't interest me in the same way. Like I've tried, but then again, I haven't been into Pokemon in so long, So I think right now is probably the right time to get back into it. Especially after all the leaks, since like Gen 10 is happening and it's going to happen within the next year and stuff. I don't know. I just feel like right now is probably the correct time to get back into it. I just don't want to, like, I can't focus on everything at once. So I would really like to not spend too much time. Like, I want to finish the things I'm doing right now before anything else. But you know, it's easier said than done. Okay, what am I doing? What do I need? I need this. Or no, 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 no. No, I don't. This opens up into like a big area, doesn't it? Also, I don't know if these colors are right. I'm gonna assume they're not. I want to say this area is like stone all the way around. Also, yeah, I'm gonna do that. Yeah, let's build this out of something else. Like, let's do this, because again, temporary colors. So that's a waste. What's your history with Pokemon? Basically, I played Gen 1 through Yellow. I played Gen 2 through Heart Gold, Soul Silver. Gen 3 I played through the remakes as well. Omega Ruby. I never played Gen 4. My first gen was Gen 5 with Black and White. Oh yeah, that looks good. Yeah, you go out for a while and then you'll come down. What else? Well, I have Black 2 first. I probably will repeat this story a couple times, especially when we actually start playing, but and then after Gen 5, I played X and Y when they were new. That was the first time I played a Pokemon game when they were new. Like Black 2 and White 2 had already been out. Like I think I got Black 2 and then within the next month they announced X and Y and I was like, "Whoa." You know, time moves weird when you're young. Will you play Club Penguin? Yeah. Yeah, we'll definitely play Club Penguin. Is that even a thing anymore? Isn't Club Penguin like not around? I could be wrong on that. But then Sun and Moon were coming out. The games got leaked. Has a single generation of Pokemon come out that hasn't been leaked? So I'm pretty sure every gen has been leaked since Sun and Moon. Disney shut it down in 2017. Well, then why are you asking? What do you mean? Will you play it? You know what? Yeah, I'm going to figure it out. I'm going to figure out how to bring it back from the dead. I'm going to be the one to do it. Fuck yeah. Stupid camera. And then Sun and Moon were coming out. The leaks came out. I was really excited. I looked at the leaks. I remember I was still in junior high. Was I in middle school or junior high? When did Sun and Moon come out? When did Sun and Moon come out? 2016, November. So I would have been 15. I would have turned 15 just about a month previous. So I was definitely still, like, I wasn't even driving myself at that point. So it was it must have been early junior high. I remember going to sit down in my first class and I was looking, and all the leaks were coming out, and I was so excited because the demo had came out, and I was like, oh, that's it? Okay. And then my 3DS broke, and so I was like, oh shit, like I like busted that thing. I was like, oh no, I'll have to get it fixed. And then it just really didn't happen. Like, it broke down the hinge and I couldn't use it anymore. I remember being like really upset, but I was like, okay, well, I'll fix it later. And then it just never happened. And so I never played Sun and Moon. Okay, I need to make that look nicer. And then that's kind of where my Pokemon journey ended. Disney brought back fan servers for Club Penguin back in 2017. Oh. Okay. So it does exist. It's not like, yeah. Okay. That's cool. I mean, I'm not like, I don't know what Club Penguin is though. Like, I didn't grow up with that. So I don't honestly even know. But yeah, maybe. I'm not going to say no to that. I don't know how big this area needs to be is the problem. Like, I could extend this out a little bit, but then... You waddle around and meet new friends. Okay, but what's the gameplay? Chat, what's the gameplay? Tell a man what the gameplay is. Also, it turns 20 and I feel old. I love that everybody's like coming to that same conclusion of like, oh yeah, we're all getting old. Yeah. Like, I've been going through that. Like, oh, I'm 24 now. Oh shit. You know. But I think that happens to everybody. I think you're alone in that. Okay, so we're coming up the pipe. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Then you have the really long... That seems about right. It's pretty much a fancy interactive chat room. See, that's what I don't understand. I've had this idea for a game, and if somebody wants to steal this, I'm not even kidding. Hold on, I gotta drink my dire water now. Ah, that's some good dire water. Okay, I'll stop. You know, we've moved as a society. We've moved. We changed. There was a time when, you know, they were like, don't ever put your name out there. Don't ever talk to anybody like stranger, you know, stranger danger, random people on the internet. Everybody on the internet's not real, blah, 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 right? And that, I'm not saying anything that no one's heard before, but we're in a time now where everybody is very, this is who I am, this is what I do, hi. You know, I'll put my name out there, I'll put my pictures out there, I'll put pictures of my children out there, I'll put everything, you know? It's like, oh my gosh, maybe don't share everything, but people do. How is it that we have not made some kind of better way to communicate and make friends in the current year? Because people are more isolated now than they've ever been, and I wouldn't blame the internet for that. I would blame COVID. Like, genuinely, I think COVID was what kind of stunted a lot of people. And so I like, it's healing, but also like there's no better time than right now to like have some kind of way to interact. So I've had this idea, okay, and this was probably about a year or two ago when VR was still kind of relevant, which I know it's kind of come and gone now and it's not as relevant, which is a shame, but anyways. I would have loved a VR game. I know VR chat exists, but I'm talking something a little more serious. Like, here is my dating profile. So, or I don't want to say dating, but here's my, like, friend profile, let's say, right? You go on there and you have real pictures of you and friends and whatever else, like doing stuff in real life, right? And it says, I'm located in, I don't know, like in my case, I'm located in Arkansas, right? So like my profile would say that, and then was at the bottom. What was I measuring? No, this is the bottom. Okay. like that. Hi, I'm from Arkansas and I'm looking for friends, you know, and that kind of thing. And so you could have like real photos of you, friends, whatever, and then you could hop on and you have like a virtual avatar that looks exactly like you, right? Like, I don't know how, if it would you be a character creator or whatever, but you could go and you would have like, I know Second Life is a thing. I have no idea what that game's like, but I would assume it's something similar. Like, you just have a VR world inside your own world, and you can invite people over and be like, hey, you want to come to my virtual apartment, and then you hang out, and it, like, you know, and especially with like what is it, the Apple Vision Pro or whatever, like, we got really close. I think can like scan your face and like does things, like moves its eyes and all kinds of stuff. It's bulky as shit, but if I could communicate with people and show them like my living space, like I could scan my room and have it be like an actual living space, or better yet, you can create your own like secondary life, and you can invite people over and y'all could hang out and what, you know, like there's things I've seen with VR chat, and during COVID I saw a lot of that. I remember seeing a lot of people like watching movies together in virtual reality. I thought, oh, that's the future right there. And I don't know why we just kind of decided, nah, I don't really want that to be the future though. Nah. Which is fine. I don't know why that didn't go through the same way, you know? And maybe that is a product out there, but again, I'm not saying like it should be strictly a game. Like, I should be able to go, oh yeah, like, hi, I meet you in real life. Like, I've met you at Walmart. I don't know why the fuck you're at Walmart, but hi, I met you at Walmart. And you're like, hey, like, what, how are you? I'm like, I'm good. You know, hey, instead of going, hey, what's your Instagram? What's your Snapchat? Hey, what's your virtual life account? And I'm like, oh, here's my virtual life account. Okay. And so you can see the profile. It has photos. It has like posts from them. You can interact with it. Like kind of a mix between like an Instagram where you have like a set account. Because I think that's one thing Twitter's missing too. It's like having a real set account where you can learn about somebody, and also just their tweet history and stuff. But you could do that, and you would have like a history of you talking, interacting with other people. And then there's like a VR aspect to it where it's like, hey, would you like to go? I mean, I know that's like kind of dystopian too. Like, I recognize that that's not like how I would want all interactions to go by any means. But there is a part of me that's like, that would be really cool to have. If you want to meet somebody who is, I don't know, 6 hours away, and it's like, oh, I met you on vacation. Would you like to meet somewhere and virtual chat? And it's like, you don't just log into each other's room. Like, that's not how it works. You have to go, I will be here at this time in virtual world. And it's like, yeah. I don't know. Like, there's ways to do it to make it feel authentic while also still being an alternative to meeting people in real life. And I don't think it should replace it. It should be a secondary thing we do. Hey, I know you live 30 minutes from my place. You want to hop on and just watch a movie together? Sure. Versus, hey, grab your stuff, drive all the way here. You got to find somewhere to stay, or stay the night here. Like, again, not to replace it, just something secondary would be cool. Me when I ask random people at a park where their Club Penguin Journey account is. What it is? Yeah. Look, I'm just spitballing here, but I've had this idea for a while, and I'm like, I don't know how complicated it would be. I have no idea. But I'd have to assume if Instagram and everything else can stay afloat like they have for so long, why can't a VR game of some kind? And again, it doesn't even have to be VR, but like at that point, if you're not really interacting with somebody one-on-one like that, where you can see every little movement, then what's the difference between just making a FaceTime call, which everybody does that? So I don't know. Anyways, that's my idea. I don't know if that's dumb or not, but there you go. Yeah, what's your Club Penguin account? Send me your Club Penguin account. I'll hit you up later, girl. Good night, girl. But the moment I see that as a game or something, like it'll be big. And again, I keep saying game. I think it should just be a secondary option to some kind of social app. Like, hey, you know, you can do this. There was some game my ex used to play, and you could create your own avatar and you could dress up like your person, and they would have like social stuff, and it was something similar, and I think that's where the idea came from. I thought the game was dumb itself though. I didn't ever, but you know, girl stuff. Wait, that's actually something I would do with friends back in school. What, the Club Penguin thing? I mean, yeah, it was, from my understanding, Club Penguin was just an early social media for kids, you know? That's why I think Roblox is as popular as it is. The problem is Roblox is bad. It's not good. And I think, like, in some roundabout way, and I genuinely have never used Roblox. I have no clue. I don't keep up with this shit. So don't quote me. But, you know, they were talking about, we want to turn Roblox into a dating app. And it's like, what the fuck? Why would you do? But I can almost see the vision where it's like, okay, wait. You want to do interactivity with people. I get it. It's like, it almost is there. But then you lose me because Roblox is for kids. And so you can't do that. Sid, don't do that. Sid. But that, anyways, that's my my logic. Anyways, Roblox is run by icky people. Yeah. And I have no interest in it. Like, I don't understand what the appeal is, I guess, and I don't really want to know. So, like, if I was gonna do something that was like user generated, why would I not just go to Dreams? Why would I go on Roblox? I guess, you know. Anyways, that's my idea. If somebody stole my idea to make a virtual reality Second Life kind of thing where you could interact with people, I would be okay with that, you know? I think that would be great. Imagine, like, the possibilities, though, really. Like, oh, you live in Russia? Yeah, I live in Mother Russia. That's really cool. You want to, like, just hang out? Like, what do you like to do? It's like, oh, okay, here. I don't know, just... Again, the VR during COVID, like, I thought that was going to be the future for a moment, and it just didn't happen for whatever reason. So what am I trying to say? A expansion, that's the one I'm looking for. I wish there were any good, cozy, and easy get into MMOs nowadays. You're talking about like new MMO games, or at least ones with more stuff to do, ones that aren't complicated. Yeah. See, I never got into MMOs by any means. I can't even think of something I remotely got into that was similar to that. But I get what you're saying. Also, should I be building this as something else? I suddenly don't have confidence that this is what I should be doing. Here, I'm gonna... Okay, so let's say for the ship, right? The ship's gonna be not this color, but obviously the ship is here somewhere. Oh, this is such a small space. I've really screwed myself. I could give myself a little bit of wiggle room here. What is this built out of? I'm trying to think if the whole thing's organic or not. Okay, here's a better, like, yeah, the ship. I'm just trying to think of what other textures are around here. We're gonna need these for sure. These are gonna be here. I mean, obviously quicksand's not gonna be a useful block in this. No, I've never played any MMOs. I'm trying to think of what, like, I know of WoW. I think everybody's aware of WoW to some extent. But honestly, if I wasn't like, if I didn't watch YouTube videos of people talking about like, and then this degenerate did this, and he was a member of this, I did something on WoW. I don't think I would even know what WoW was, to be super real. but it's mostly just like there's a lot of sad people who play. And I'm not saying if you play WoW or whatever, but that is an MMO, right? RuneScape's another one that I can think of. Maybe WoW isn't. Is WoW? Maybe I'm wrong. It doesn't matter. I know RuneScape is. Phantasy Star Online, I know, is an old school MMO. You can still play online on like fan servers. That's really all I know, I think, off the top of my head. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I don't know, they're talking about making a Pokemon MMO with the new Pokemon leaks. They were talking about that might be something that's coming soon, which I think would be great. I think if any franchise would work really well, it'd be Pokemon. It seems like that's kind of what they want to do anyways with the new game. Like it does seem like something that would be more socially, like, or have a more social aspect. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sounds cool if it wasn't for Switch 2. Well, by the time that comes out, maybe we'll have, you know, more Switch 2s. I mean, I don't think the availability is the problem, it's the price. But my problem is, like, I'm glad I bought mine. But even right now, I don't use it like that. And the things, I mean, it's the biggest Switch of the bunch. I didn't like to bring my Switch around places. I brought my Switch Lite back when I was in high school. But, like, even then, it was, like, one of those things I was like, oh, I have the flip case or whatever. But I don't really, like, use it. I don't know. I don't want to, carry around a big giant console like that. Same thing with the Steam Deck. Everyone praises Steam Deck, and I'm like, hold on. Good dire water. Like, okay, for me, right? I cannot imagine. Like, I drive, right? I got places I gotta go. Do you take your game consoles with you to places when you're just driving? Like, does anybody actually do that? Like, do you go, oh, I gotta make a Walmart trip, which I don't know why I keep saying Walmart. I guess this is on my mind. I'm gonna go to Walmart. I gotta go pick up raw beef. I don't know. And, but you don't bring your stuff with you. It's very rare that I have somebody driving me. And even if it was like, I don't know, maybe you're out somewhere in like, New York, you know, it's like, oh, I'll get a taxi or an Uber or whatever. Even then, it's like, I'm not gonna pull out my game console in somebody's vehicle. It just doesn't seem, I don't know, maybe I'm weird on that, but like, there's a few times, like, I'll bring, like, I was talking about this, I've been bringing my 3DS to work recently, and it's been a lot of fun. It's been nice to do the Picross and, you know, whatever, shut it, open it back up, do some more Picross. But that's like very specific, and that's also like I'm on break, or, you know, we're having something slow or whatever, and it's acceptable where I am. But I don't assume most places are like, yeah, just bring your game console out, hang out. So like the portability doesn't do anything for me. It's bigger, bulkier, and I don't really have a time or place outside of my house. So it's either I'm in bed playing it or I'm at the TV playing it. Why are we talking about this? Oh, I want to see if they make a cheaper Switch too. That's what it is. I need something smaller and cheaper. Like, not that the 450 is like egregious or anything. I mean, it is. Don't get me wrong, it is. But I understand why it's priced that way. There's a lot of things like the mouse. Nothing's used that yet. It's really big. The magnets, you know, that's a whole system that doesn't need to be that. Just something smaller. I think I could take with me. Something portable would be really nice. What was this, wet dry world? No. No. Why am I not getting... There we go. You know, I could have just put it at 64 and we would have been fine. But no, because Stumblin's got to be special. No, we're still on dire water right now. I don't know how big I want to make this area. What does this look like? So from here. Also, what song is this? Area 0 from Scarlet Violet. You know, I have still, like, Scarlet Violet, I played. I never did finish it. Like, I got to where there was, like, the final area with all the Paradox Pokemon or whatever. And, like, right before that, I stopped. And I just never went back. That old team is rotting on there, and I have no memories of any of those guys. It's kind of sad when you think about it. The doxing Pokemon? What do you mean the doxing Pokemon? Yo, I learned today that Ed Sheeran made the final theme for Pokemon in the in Scarlet Violet, like the credits theme. Did anyone else know that? I was looking on Twitter and somebody was talking about it. It's like the first mod for Scarlet Violet was to remove that song, which, okay, but then I'm curious. Like, at first I didn't know this was a thing. Second off, who hated the songs I listened to? I was like, oh, this is nice. Apparently there was a mod to remove it. I don't know. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Here, you know what? Yeah, and their international duck. That's exactly where I saw it. That's exactly why I saw it. But I didn't know that was a thing. And I'm not sure if I would have even known that was him had I like gone to that point in the game. I don't know if I would have like comprehended. Here, you know what? Let's listen to it now. I'm gonna pause this. I'm liking what we're listening to, but let me. Ed Sheeran Pokemon. Yeah, it's called Celeste. Or Celestial. You see tonight, it could go either way. Hearts balanced on a how is this like? First of all, this is Pokemon. This is Pokemon. But I don't understand. I really don't. Many questions. And also, why did people not like this? I mean, it sounds like Pokemon. Or not Pokemon. I mean, it sounds good. It's just not very fitting. I mean, I guess. I like it, though. No, I'm kidding. But I like it. You know, I think this is supposed to be these bricks. Actually, I'm gonna change this. Let me go ahead and start custom textures. It's gonna be a pain. Imagine you just got to the credits of a new Mario and Imagine Dragons started playing. I mean, we got Disney music at the end of Donkey Kong Bonanza. I don't know. I mean, I get what you're saying. But people being, like, mad about it, I think is interesting. This is not gonna be fun to do. I hate doing this so much. Like, I think it's pretty. But I could see what you're saying. Oh, I love Christian rock. Hell yeah. Okay, there we go. Well, that was directly related to the game. Celestial has zero clear relation to Pokemon. Okay. I can... But wasn't the DLC Celestial, wasn't that the new Pokemon type? Look, again, I'm very out of the loop on Pokemon. I have not been on this in a minute. But wasn't that also a thing? Hold on. Wasn't Celestial like a whole new Pokemon type? Pokemon new type? Stellar. It was Stellar. Which was a combination of all types. Like, I haven't played any of this, but it's like, you know, you put on a video in the background, you listen to it. Let's see. Ooh, what is this? What's playing now? What music? Pokemon Coliseum. Okay. We'll go back to the soundtrack we listened to in a second. What? Who is the turtle? What was the turtle's name? Who has the Stella type? Top of... Okay, okay. Well, anyways, I mean, maybe I'm looking too deep into it or trying to make connections for Pokemon themselves. I have no idea. But then again, I didn't make it to the end of the game, so maybe I'm missing something, you know. Also, now that's a little loud. Just a smidge. I wish YouTube had a universal... Oh, no, it's a little quiet. I wish YouTube had a universal, like, audio. Like, oh, if it gets above this, we'll drop the audio down for you. That'd be amazing. Okay, we need to find the quicksand. Okay, it should be that metal. Yeah. Yeah. Is that... This is what the sub's made out of, right? It's like this purple, and then this is the... Or is that the walls? Or... I think that's it. Like this. Something like this. Which we'll get that all sorted in a bit. I'm not too concerned. Actually, let's keep that different just for now. But that's the idea, anyways. But yeah, man, imagine Dragon's Radioactive is so funny. I want to play that next one, Mario Galaxy now. I mean, again, I don't know though. I don't know. Pokemon got such shit for like not having lyrics, or you know, like no talking in their games and stuff. So I find it also kind of humorous that then they turn around and kind of did something like, oh, we'll get somebody, you know, we'll get the fans involved. That's kind of what it feels like, is we finally got the fans to do something. Because obviously, I'd imagine if Ed Sheeran's like, I'll do a Pokemon song, it wasn't because they asked him to. It's probably because he wanted to, I'd assume. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know, Scarlet and Violet, again, I haven't really kept up with Pokemon in a while. Pokemon's made some changes even before, like, the modern era, I guess you could call it, that I wasn't a huge fan of. So, also, let's go back to the playlist we were on. I don't mind random remixes and stuff, but I just want to stick on what we were doing. But yeah, I don't know. Even if it was just Zelda, like, hey, only or something. I agree. Pokemon need voices. And I don't know why they didn't. Because I know... Again, it could be that those games were rushed. I don't know. X and Y were rushed. But also... I think a third version would have saved those. Sun and Moon seem pretty solid, but I can't seem to get a decisive answer on if the Ultra games are superior or the originals. Sword and Shield were busted, buggy, ugly messes. Scarlet and Violet were unoptimized, and we know from the leaks that they were really, really downgraded. So I want to be hopeful. And these new games, they delayed it, right? So like hopefully this is them finally learning. Like, okay, we can't just keep pushing these things out, but I don't know. We'll see. Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon is fan service for older gen. Sun and Moon is better for story. Okay, the only thing for story, and I'm huge on Pokemon story. That's the one thing I'll say is like I've always focused more on story than I ever did for like the combat and stuff, which is why the only reason I'm like I think I should stream Pokemon is because I really think that, you know, me doing that might actually add something. You know, if everybody plays the same game the same way, it's kind of boring. Anyways, but is that true? The only thing I've heard is that one cutscene got cut from the original Sun and Moon. That's all I've heard. I actually have no clue what else was changed. Besides, there's the rainbow rockets, which are a thing apparently. I don't know. And it's not a game that particularly captures my, like, oh, I need to play this twice. I want to play it twice and no. Now, I will say, I will only play Sun. I will never play Moon, because Moon, the whole day-night cycle being backwards sounds miserable. So, I will not be doing that, but... So, like, there's our sub, maybe. Might be able to go out one... We're so cramped is the problem. I feel called out. I love Moon. Well, you know what? Somebody has to. I'm just kidding. No, I always thought that, though. I was like, why would anyone play Moon? Moon, like, has the backwards time on it. But, you know, I mean, if that's what you like, you know, that's cool. It's cute, it's cool. It's cute. It's cute. What is this music? Legends Arceus. Next. I did really like Legends Arceus. I realized, because I took that picture and I was like, guys, look, I got all the Pokemon game stuff. Ha ha ha. Or all the main ones. And I was like, oh, these are going to be fun this stream. And then realized I don't have Legends Arceus. I forgot that was a game I actually borrowed. I didn't even pick that one up. Because I was like, oh, well, if, you know, my saves carry over, then why am I, you know, I don't gotta do that. Friend's not playing anymore. I want to play it. Give me, gimme, gimme. Do, 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 do. How do I make that look nicer? There's not a good block for that, is there? Oh, that might work. That'll work. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Actually... we could do... yeah, there we go. We'll give it a nose. Spoilers, I guess, but Ingo is revealed to have returned in ZA. He's not in the game, though. He's back with his brother, at least. That's good. That's good. I wouldn't consider... I mean, I guess that's a spoiler. But, I don't know. I don't plan to play those games just yet. I don't feel the need to, I guess, is a nice way to put it. Like, I am really excited, because I think Sun and Moon, the X and Y were the games that got shafted the hardest. Like, no question. 1, 2, 3. So we'll punch this out to here. And I just want to see, like, the continuation of that story. Like, it had so many opportunities, and it just felt really cool back in the day, and it just kind of ended, and that makes me sad. So having a new opportunity for them, but I don't know how much actually, I don't know how much of that actually is going to pertain, you know, like how much is being followed up. Are you, like, Micro, are you a part of, or not a part of, are you keeping up with all the stuff that's happening in that game? Because I feel like X and Y had the most questions asked and 0 answers. So, like, the Ghost Girl, did that get an answer? Did the sign going back, we'll meet at our regular place or whatever, did that ever get followed up on in this new one? Did, there was a couple things that, I can't want to say Sun and Moon. X and Y had. Ghost Girl and that one are the two that really made me think as a kid that I was like, oh man, I wonder what the fuck. You're like, oh, look at this be. Whoa. I'm going to extend this out a little ways. An NPC mentions the Ghost Girl. Not good enough. I want more. You can't just mention her. Like, that was such a crazy mystery, and that was one of those things. There's a photo, and I'm sure I could find it somewhere. I was really into Pokemon at the time. I know I was in middle school, for sure. I was in middle school, really into Pokemon. Like I said, X and Y came out. I got Y. Transferred a lot of Pokemon over. Was huge into the mystery of stuff. And some of it was like old internet lore stuff that it was like old by then. So like Missing No. Who is Missing No? That like was so cool to me. 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. But then you also had like, what's a good example? Like, I was really curious about beta Pokemon. Like, even back then, I was like, oh, this is so cool. Because there's, like, those old drawings of, like, what the Gen 2 starters look like from the space world. And so I had, like, this big collage photo of all the mysteries. Like, how do you get AZ's Floette? How do you do this? But it was just stuff from that era. Like, I think even, like, Diancie was on that chart. Like, oh, my God, who are these going to be? But then you also have stuff like Missing No and whatever else. And I was like, oh, that's so crazy. What could this possibly mean? And most of that got answered, but some stuff like the Ghost Girl just never really got even remotely answered. I think those were just Easter eggs to start rumors. I don't know, though. I really think had we got a follow-up to X and Y, a lot of that stuff would have been followed through on. But did you see the Pokemon Z prototype that was found in the Terra leaks? I think I mentioned that already on stream at some point. But there technically is a Pokemon Z build out there. And it's only, I think it only got a month of development before it got shelved. But there is an entry in the logs or whatever for a Pokemon Z. And I find that you haven't. Okay, I'm going to steal this guy's YouTube video because since we're talking about it, it's worth looking. Pokemon Z prototype. Yeah, Turtle Bro has been doing a lot of really, really good documentation videos. Like stuff that I haven't seen anyone else talk about. How do I get this on screen for you? Yeah. No, that's not it. I'm dumb. I'm bad at what I do. I'm bad at everything. It's not display capture. It's window capture, right? Window capture. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so I'm stealing this guy's stuff. This is Turtle Bro, but we'll just watch it really quick.
This is not a joke. I'm about to break it all down.
Wow, my YouTube is not wanting to run well. I want to just see the part, because he goes into like the documentation, all the stuff that was found, which there's still not a ton of information on it, but let me show you. I don't know why my computer's struggling right now. I guess I have one too many tabs open. Wow. It's actually probably not my computer, it's probably the internet because I'm streaming.
What you're looking at right now is a Pokemon Z build, dated May 21st, 2013. This is the latest build of a fake before the project ceased development entirely. The title screen shows an upside down Pokemon X logo, but plays the Pokemon Y FMV at the bottom. At this point, most of the game is just Pokemon X and Y core content. Since this was just a couple months before X and Y's release, the main game was already very close to completion, and only a couple developers were assigned to the project. Simply experimenting with Pokemon Z concepts,
I think the only thing that was
expected to start later that year. That being,
yeah, I think the only thing that was added were new megas.
Game Freak ever intended to actually give Mega Evolutions to Bulbasaur and Charmander?
Yeah, I think random Pokemon had Mega Evolutions, and a few things here and there were like moved around. But it was very minor, like stuff they were just working on in the background. But the fact that there is a build called Pokemon Z out there, and again, I recommend watching that video because he talks about even oh, what is it? Sun and Moon's development and how they were, because whatever they called Z, they were bringing in documents from that. And they're like, okay, this is stuff that we cut from Z. We're not going to use this. Let's use it in this game instead. And I like, that's fascinating to me. X and Y got shafted so hard. Zygarde is such a weird fellow. More important and noteworthy, even more than Xerneas and Velcro in the games. Yeah. Which, again, is that something that they finally kind of gave more credence to in this new one? Because I sure hope so. Anyways, the Pokemon lore for me like goes deep. I really like Pokemon, but also it's all the stuff that Pokemon isn't interested in doing, and that makes it kind of hard, I guess, because it's like I want to know more about the beta Pokemon. I want to know more about, I don't know, just stuff, you know. I want to know more about these things, but it's like it's hard when Game Freak's so tight-lipped on it. I guess we'll leave this alone. Like, it's such a small area right here. But I think what I need to do is probably build it like right here. See, I know it's angled in the actual game, but how you do that here is, you know, hard. Yeah, let's just go with regular, because it's going to be too much. We're saving Yveltal and Xerneas forms from XY remakes. Oh, are they not in the game? That's actually shocking. Huh. I did not know that. I did see the Pokédex leak though, and I think that was what did maybe like after, because I asked before I saw anything on it, like what people wanted to see. But after the leaks, I was like, you know what? Maybe I'm not missing anything, because like there's only what 200 Pokemon in the Dex or something. At least from what I saw. Which is fine. I just like it made me go, oh, okay, well maybe I don't need to pick this up immediately. I know for me the collection aspect was always really important. and the story was always really important. And maybe that's because I started with black and white. I actually started with black 2 and white 2, and I've said this before, I don't think anyone else in the history of Pokemon fandom has ever did that, probably besides me. And there were so many things that were probably common knowledge, but like playing that game for the first time was like, whoa, I don't understand what's happening at all. Like, I'm so lost. Like, who is this guy? Why is this happening? And it intrigued me in a way that probably wasn't meant to. But it's like I wasn't there for the original story, so I was hopping into a story halfway and trying to piece everything together, and I loved that feeling. And I never really got that again from Pokemon. Like, I think it was just unintentional, really. And yeah, so I don't know, but I would love to see Pokemon do just a very good story, but I don't know if we'll ever get that. They might be, but I don't know. Nothing new with them in ZA. Oh, the power plant was another thing I wanted to know more about. Which apparently that was also something in the, or we know from the beta builds of X and Y now that wasn't, what am I trying to say? Nothing interesting, like it wasn't like it was cut. But we know that like half of, Sun and Moon, why do I keep saying that Sun and Moon? X and Y were cut. We know that a good chunk of that game was just on the chopping block, so I don't know. It bums me out that we didn't get more, but you know, something I accepted a long time ago. Thank you, Game Freak. And then there was some random, how does this work? I think I want to say it's a button, but then I'm thinking like, I know B33 has it where you just walk on there. So I'm like, is it B33 or is my memory saying you have to press a button to jump onto the ship, correct? I can't remember. I want to say it's a button. You press a button and you do it. I think I'm wrong. It's probably something like that. Okay. You know, I've said this before, it'd be really cool if they let you make custom textures in this as well. Because, like, there's no picture for Bowser. But that would be pretty cool. You know what else I'm thinking? I'm thinking I should lower the ship one. I'm thinking that would probably benefit me a great deal in the visual department. Let's do that. What other Pokemon mysteries did I have as a kid? Or even now. I like that this whole stream is just Pokemon. Screw Mario, we're here for Pokemon. X and or Black and White had some stuff too in it that I was really curious about. Like there was the room that you could only get to if you went out of bounds in one of the buildings. I was just like, whoa, why is this here? I think it was quite literally just nothing. But in my kid brain, I was like, holy shit. I remember looking up stuff about it too, and being disappointed when, you know, you look it up, you go, oh man, they're doing this, so I should be able to do that, and then you find out, no, they just made a fake little video. But I think every kid went through that. And if you didn't have a childhood. I think that's a universal thing too, because I bet even kids who play like fucking Fortnite and stuff probably do the same thing where, you know, they have an idea, they look it up, they go, holy shit, that is a thing, and then it turns out no, it's not a thing. Or they see a random video and like, oh, this is really cool, I want to do that, and they try it and it's not real, you know. It's a universal curiosity. Oh, I like that I was supposed to check on laundry like an hour ago. Oh, I need to go do that. I was supposed to check it at 2:30 and it's now almost 3:30. I knew that was going to happen. I was like, oh, but I don't want to set an alarm. Okay, I'll finish this platform and then I'll go check on it. No, I don't think the Mew under the truck ever got me. I think even I knew that wasn't real by the point I was playing it. Which, I played Yellow because I was so fascinated with how buggy Yellow was. And I just happened to know somebody who had Yellow from like when they were young. And so I played that and was like, oh, this is amazing, you know. But, Lavender Town. Oh my god, Lavender Town. Yeah, that scared the shit out of me when I was a kid. Like, okay. I don't even know if I want to admit that, really, but I still hear Lavender Town now. And there's no, like, things don't spook me like that anymore. Obviously, I'm an adult. But I won't lie and say that I, every once in a while, if I'm like, you know, watching a YouTube video and somebody turns on Lavender Town music in the background, doo, 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 it does make the hair, like, it's not like scary, but it gives me this feeling of like, I don't want to be listening to this. Like, it's not scary. It's just like, I think because for so long as a kid, I was horrified by Lavender Town. And it was the, oh my god, what if I listen to this and it kills me? You know, that shit. But I don't know. I thought Lavender... Exactly, yeah. I think a lot of kids probably did too. And especially like in the 2010s, that was so prominent. But also, nobody... There wasn't like this... No, this isn't real. Like, everything you would see would be like... you know, I would type in Lavender Town Syndrome and you'd have people talking about it. And then you would have... random YouTube people being like, I'm gonna listen to it, and then they die, and it's like, oh my god, you know, it's not real. But I think there is something, like, even though I know for a fact, like, it's not scary, and even if I was to like play it right now, I'm not gonna be like, but I hear it and my body goes, hey, you really don't need to be listening to this. I'm like, no, it's fine, everything's fine. Even though, yeah, it's not scary. Okay, I think I've messed up again, because if I had this if I had this one more, this little bit lower, I'd be able to curve the edges up. Because if I did this with the edges curved, it's not going to look as cool. But yeah, Lavender Town Syndrome got me. I know when I was young, the white hand thing scared me. I don't know, there's a lot of internet, like, spooky, scary stuff, and I mean, I think that's why I was so just enthralled with Pokemon. It was one of those things, and that's something I kind of am sad to think about, is that, you know, Nintendo, Game Freak, all of them really pushed like this narrative of there's always more than what it seems. I'm not talking just Pokemon, I mean Nintendo games in general. You know, the games that I grew up on, like Mario Sunshine or whatever, like always wanted the player to give just a little more thought to their game. It was more than just a game. It was about figuring out the mystery of stuff, and that was what the fun of those games were. And you know, I think that drives some people to do some stuff that they probably shouldn't be doing, like hacking Nintendo, you know. But at the same time, you go, well, like you built up this cult following of people, but then you don't want to share your secrets, you know. And it's like, I get it, but also, I don't know, you did, it's like, you did this is on you, bro. It's not on me, this is on you. And then there's like a star right here. I'm probably gonna adjust that some more, but rough scale, that looks fine. Let's go from the start, and then I'm gonna go check on my laundry. And by check on, I know it's probably done by now. Some sad Pokemon music. Oh, I didn't do the right thing, but you know, you press the button. Yep, that seems good. Okay, give me like, I don't know, 5 minutes, and I will BRB.
Ah, ravioli. Ah, mamma mia.
How does it feel to know that I'm real? Like I have like a real life. How does it make you feel? You know? Like I have laundry to do. How does it make you feel? How does it make you feel that if I were feeling spontaneous, I could simply just post my phone number somewhere and you could just call me? How does it make you feel? How does that make you feel? How does it make you feel that at the poor judgment of myself, I could just dox myself and you come hang out at my house? How does it make you feel? Makes me scared. I got another dire water. Also, who be texting? Nobody. My phone's just vibrating. That's not weird in the slightest. Mario, wake up. Woo! Woohoo! Yahoo! No. That didn't take you long. Well, I didn't even think about it, but like I still have to put stuff in the dryer. That's what it is. So in 40 minutes, I gotta go check it, move stuff over to the dryer, and then another 40. Well, I say 40. I'll probably put it in there for another like 20 minutes on like low. Because I swear the I'll put on high and that shrinks your clothes. Medium's like a good thing, but it only lets you do 40 minutes. And so you gotta like... Also, this is gonna sound like the most ADHD thing of all time. Where's the... Oh. It's like, where's the thing? But I hate doing laundry. I hate doing laundry with a passion. So I have found that if I just do small loads instead of like trying to throw everything in the dryer at once or in the washer, if I just do one like little load, so like I end up with like 4 or 5 loads, but like, the thing measures the water, so it's like it's fine, I guess. I don't know, I don't really care, but it makes it easier. It makes me not want to kill myself as bad, you know? Isn't that funky? Wow. Green is not a creative color. Okay, but why would you say that? I like green. What's wrong with green? Answers the music for me for doing boring chores. I agree-ish. It depends on what I'm doing. If I'm doing homework, absolutely. Music is the only thing that will keep me like focused, because I'll get so distracted doing other stuff. I have to be like, no, I need something like to stimulate. And that's not always the case. But it definitely is the case sometimes. But if I'm doing like, I don't know, cleaning my room, like I have to have something. Like it's got to be like a video or something in the background. Usually a podcast or something, because I can't just sit there and listen to whatever. But that's just me. I don't know if that's everybody or not. I'm just being real. I'm like, that's just what I do. Oh, I am dumb. It's this. Yeah. There we go. I don't know. I'll probably change this. That looks ugly as sin, but we'll probably change that later. The sub. Here's the thing with the sub. I'm gonna put this here as a marker. I'm gonna lower the water so I can actually see what the hell I'm doing. I've been playing a little, and I don't want to say playing, like it's been very generic, you know, you like just kind of walking around at Pokemon, but because I picked up Red, which is great. So we could do the stream. I'm like having a hard time talking it today apparently. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, Sharon. I'm sorry. Where the hell is purple? Purple. But anyways, Super Game Boy. I didn't realize the Super Game Boy was compatible. And it's really cool. Like, it's just kind of fun to walk around and see the colors just actively change while you're walking about. My point is, it's a shame that every Super Game Boy game doesn't do that, because they all should. Do people like the Let's Go games? Like, I know at the time people hated them, but like, since we've had a little bit of time to marinate on those games, it's been like, oh God, it's almost been, has it been a decade since those games came out? It's been a long time. I remember enjoying what I played of it, but I don't think I got very far. I like the new lore stuff they added. I thought that was interesting. Mostly green, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Which I did not get an explanation of, chat member. What was the green is not a creative color? What is that about? I don't understand. I will never forget me and my forever ago ex rode around. I don't remember, it was a couple summers ago, and we just found this summer playlist. Someone had made it on YouTube. It was really cool, you know, and we were just kind of vibing to it, and we listened to the whole thing. I mean, just a bunch of stuff that we never heard before, and we're like, oh, this is really cool. And then the very end of the song plays this song, and it has like Toothless doing a little dance at the end, and I was like, I think it's this song, right? And we just both looked at each other like, how did that make it in here? And it was around that time with a meme, but it was just funny because I don't know, just like the summer vibes. This is the peak summer vibes. How quick time changes, you know? Don't put sad music on while I was saying something sweet. Don't do that. Stop that. Get some help. I'm not crying, you're crying. Chat, have y'all ever heard the Pokemon first movie album? I'm talking, it is some girly pop shit from like the early 2000s, like that style of stuff. And they're not all good by any means, but like that and the second movie's album, like it even has like Weird Al on it. I think it has like a Britney Spears song, like just the most obscure, or no, I want to say obscure, that's not the right word, just the most random stuff in it. I just think about that album sometimes. Like, how did this get made? I guess because what was that company called? 4Kids had like the rights, because it seems like it was just strictly a 4Kids thing. I really wonder though if it has like copyright or not, because that would then make Game Freak have to actually like acknowledge that soundtrack exists, which I don't feel like they would do. But also, it's not like if you know, if you're not going in looking for Pokemon music, it's like, oh, this is good. It's just not you know, it's aged like fine wine. It's a time capsule. I think that's okay. Okay, so I gotta remember how this works now. So what did I do over here? I went 1, 2, 3, 4 out. 1, 2, 3, 4 out. And then I did 1, 2, 3, 4. Like that. Okay. Because this loops around, like, somewhat. And then you come over here. And we'll say it ends right at the edge of the sub. I don't know. And then like in the center here. So it's going to be, I want to line up here. So it's going to be one here and one here. Or honestly, it's probably more like... Look at that, and then you get the metal cap. These are actually supposed to be... something like that. And then you also have those somewhere down here. This is some weird art thing. And there's a star hidden inside the box or something. There's also a hole over here, some big way that takes you back to the outside of the courtyard. I think that would make sense in my brain. I guess we'll do that on all sides as well. So just 4x4, right? 3, 4, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 like at... It's going pretty well, though. I mean, not to, you know, I guess, knock on wood, but, this might be the smoothest any level has gone so far. We only had to move one thing once. But it seems to be working out so far, so... I could actually see us getting done with this fairly quickly. Or at least a decent chunk. Like, I'm still not sure what we're going to do in the whirlpool thing. I have a couple ideas, but... Oh, what am I doing? I don't know how far down I want to put it yet, so that's why I'm not like doing anything more with it. I mean, that looks really solid, in my opinion. You could put like a Bowser face in here, yeah. We could also even this out, but I feel like there's a reason that it needs to be more in the... I don't know, honestly. We'll come back to that. Of course, these ceilings are going to have to be higher. Because there's the whole moving thing, which is something I haven't considered up to this... I mean, I have. But I'm like, I don't actually know... like, how to even... because there's no moving poles in this. So I guess we'll just create... like that, and then... actually, it probably needs to be higher. There's got to be high enough where I can't jump off. It's all got to be built into one level. You know, that's not how this level works. I guess in this case, the best thing I can do is probably just put some red coins in the center and make it like a jump thing. Because otherwise, I don't know how I'm gonna structure this. Oh, how would that have ever worked? Actually. Something like that. How there are 7 stars in this level, I actually don't know. You know, that's how much this music sound like Mother 3 music. With the... It's probably because, you know, DS, GBA sound chip kind of have some similarities. You know, everybody really wants, like, Earthbound 64, and I love the N64. I don't even think it's really that important. Like, not that I would be like, oh, we found it, cool. Like, obviously, I would freak out just as much as anyone else would. But I think it'd probably be for different reasons. Like, I know instantly there's going to be a whole team of people being like, we're going to finish the game best we can, and blah, 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 you know, if that ever leaked. Translate it, then make it better, then finish it up, blah, 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 blah. Like, that would happen 100%. I just don't think it's, like, necessary, I guess. Like, there's other games that I would be a lot more interested in finding before we found Earthbound 64, because, like, that game came out, you know? In a different way, but... I need to put it up. Well, I don't know. That can't be... I mean... How would that ever work? Like, I'd be really interested to see all the art assets and stuff, you know? But the actual, like, oh, the game, it's like, it's just Mother 3, but not finished. Because, I don't know, I guess for me, RPGs are, like, so story heavy. I'm like, okay, well, the story's different than... It's probably not a good way to look at it, though, to be fair. I'm realizing now that I don't like polls. I don't want to do this. Why have I put myself in this predicament? Something like that. I hope I'm doing this right. Like, I'm really just kind of shooting in the dark at the moment. Let's see. I'm just out of pre-block placements. I meant to say free. You know what I meant. I'm really glad it's coming along though. Oh wait, you know, I've overshot that. Once again, I've overshot. Oh, missed a spot. I feel like that looks pretty alright, all things considered. And then, you know, you just finish this wall out, and then we'll have an interior. And honestly, I could probably go ahead and call all that out, just so I don't have to keep trying to fight the camera. And we'll be golden. I did that wrong. Or did I? No. Yes. Yes, I did. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay. Master Mario, would you look around for me? Spaghetti. Oh, that looks good. I say, you know what, if you can make that jump, go for it. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Like that. And then 3 inward. Yeah. I think that's jumpable though. Oh yeah. And isn't there also something about like a platform that goes behind here? I think. I'm gonna kill that wall with love and compassion. So I screwed that up. That's not what I want to do. No, I did that wrong. How do you get them to... Oh, I'm dumb. I know what I gotta do. Like that. But then you put up extra walls around here. Oh, I'm getting so sick of the wall. Okay. I'm sure I won't regret this later. Why would you regret it later? Because if I do it now and then I decide something's not right, I gotta I gotta undo all this, and also I'm trying to then, like, let's say I decide to shift this whole thing over by 10 blocks, which would suck ass. I'm not gonna do that. But if I did, I would be screwed. Because then all these blocks are invisible, and that's gonna make it way harder to see what I'm actually doing. Cooling's usually the thing I try to do last, just because it's very annoying and time consuming, and also it's hard to I don't know. it's just difficult to keep track of. Because, you know, it's invisible. Now, if it did like the Minecraft thing or something where you could like hold a certain item and all the X boxes would appear, like that would probably help a little. But I don't know how useful that would honestly be. Really, like the way it is right now though, the best thing to do is to wait till the very end. But in this circumstance, I'm pretty confident that this is fine and I'm not going to have to change it later. I just don't want to go all the way down just yet, because if I do... Also, I'll move that for now. So if I do, it's going to get a little more confusing. Like here, I don't have any blocks under here, and it would be really easy for me if I didn't remember that to be like, why are these invisible and blah 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 blah, and then you find out, oh no, they're not invisible, you're just stupid. Plus, I still got to do the floor, so that's kind of the main thing screwing me up at the moment. Okay, so that should look correct now. Yeah, from here, yeah. Did I do the same thing over here where I didn't finish? I did. Let me... There we go. Okay. Oh my god, cry if you like, if you cry every time. I miss when the internet thought that was the funniest thing. I really do. There was a time where this was the sad song next to the, like the, I don't know, the Mario RPG, I guess, one. I don't like how this looks. This looks wrong. Something about this is wrong. And then maybe like this. Oh, that's still wrong. The creative juices are starting to dry up, I'll tell you what. Like, I want to put a pole in the middle here, like that. Okay, but Mario, you're gonna have to, like, actually, like, kind of jump for it, man. Grab coin, whatever. And grab this next coin. Maybe there isn't a back wall. I just feel like it would be useful. Maybe having like a small back wall would be better. Actually, you know what? I bet I know how to fix this. Oh, that's gonna cut into that though. Hmm. Um. Then you grab coin number 1, somewhere over here. I just want to make that platform look nice. Like this here, I want to make this look nicer and even. And then you would do the same. Boom, get another coin over here. Then you would jump back. I think that's what you're supposed to do. You would have 5 red coins at that point. And then there's like... just something up here. I don't really know what. Honestly, it's probably more like right here. I mean, that feels somewhat right, I guess. Maybe. I keep changing my mind. And then, I don't really know after that point. I feel like there's something over here though. It's like another ride around, going like a square, and then it comes back, and like it's supposed to pick you up like this. And there's like 3 red coins out here or something, and then you get your star, bam, and then you're good. That's what's going on in my mind right now. I hate sitting in one spot for too long. Like, I'm so like, alright, I'm ready to get up and do something. Also, that's kind of high. I also know, like I said, there's a big opening down here somewhere. It's not even a circle, it's like a big cave entrance thing. And there's also some red cage thing over here somewhere. And some weird, like, weird shit like this or something. I don't know, I would have to get artsy with it for sure. But then there's like a star and a box down there, which I realize now oh, nope. I put a metal cap there. I need an invisibility cap. That's what I need. And you come down here and you're like, ah, I got the star. So, so like 80% there. There's still some things that I would like to clean up. Like, for one, this stone texture is just wrong. Like, whatever this is just, it's not supposed to be this. Let's see. Ocean brick. Blue brick. It's not blue brick. Could be ocean brick, but that also doesn't feel right. It's not brown brick. It's not castle. It's not Bowser's brick either. Well then shit, what is it? That's definitely not it. And maybe while you're underwater... Ew, it's not that. It's not that. I don't know, honestly. I mean, I recognize whatever it is probably not going to be looking exactly like this because it's not stretched. I feel like that's probably what it's supposed to be. There's also like yellow arrows on the ground, which we'll go ahead and make a texture for that. What is this song? Anytime it gets to new music, I'm like, what is this shit? My ears only want to partially bleed. Three. Actually, you know, I could just do that with the arrows, and that'd probably work just the same. One, two... Actually, I don't know, I might swap that around. That was the other thing I wanted to test it, was to make sure that, like, if you could jump up here, which, you know, I know in the actual game, like, you kinda can, but... Also, you know what I didn't think of? Something like that would be cool. I like that. It was cool. Or you could do Nah, I think the other thing looked better. Yeah, with a little, yeah. And I mean, if somebody's dumb enough to try and jump on this thing. God, could you imagine making like a Kaizo level like this? I don't even know if it's possible. But if it is, if it's possible to stand on that. Fuck. No. No, 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 no. I feel pretty good about this. I think I'm going to take a break for now. I mean, we've made a whole area. At least from this, like, I'm good. We're not doing too bad on that, to be fair. Everything else we finished. Besides 22. Is there anything I really want to do right now on 22? No, both of these honestly are stressing me out. Not stressed, but just like, you know, I was like, oh, fuck, I gotta do this. Actually, to be fair, I don't think there's anything across this way. There is, this room here, which starts like this. Ooh, you know, I just realized I get to make the mirror room somewhere in here. Is that this room? I don't think that's this room though. The mirror room is I don't know, where's the mirror room? Oh, I'm gonna get these mixed up so quickly. The mirror room and this room both have you come up from a slope. I know how I do the mirror room. It'll be cool when I do it, but just trying to think what's where, you know. So like you come out upstairs. I think like right here, or probably more like right here is where whatever that weird water level is that's gonna suck ass to build. And then I think this is Tiny Huge Island right here. And then I'm guessing the mirror room is here, or it could be swapped. So I don't think there's anything directly in front of you when you come in here. I don't think. Pretty sure when you come in here, there's nothing. There might be. Tiny Huge Island might be right here. I actually honestly have no idea. I feel inspired to work on my Minecraft creator world. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. This is definitely Minecraft. And then what? You go upstairs. How does the upstairs look? I think it just opens and goes to an area, I'm pretty sure. It is a double door, no matter what. So I think it's just like that. I mean, yeah, and then you just put the ceiling all around it, which of course, you know, wrong texture for the ceiling, but... And then you can add some extra stuff here and there. Honestly, but do I want to do that, or do I want to keep it clean? I might keep it clean. I don't know, sometimes I'll go messy with it because I'm like, it really doesn't matter, and this really doesn't matter, but also I don't know what space is going to be wasted, and that scares me, so... There's always got to be a fear. So all I know it's going to be like, really tight, you know? Like the basement was. I guess the question now is, what would you do about this? What the hell is going on with the music? Okay, that was not weird in the slightest. Whatever I end up doing for the ceiling and stuff, we'll do some texture tricks to make everything look nice. Like we'll curve in the ceiling and stuff as well. What else I should do? I should make the stairs deeper. Like that. Oh, for the ceilings, see, I need to think about the textures. Like, what am I gonna do about texture work? I don't know, and that's why I haven't done much here, because I gotta make sure whatever I use works universally. If I, let's see, if I want the walls to, well, no, that's not gonna work, is it? No, that's not gonna work. If I do something like that, and then like that feels a lot better. Let's just do it. I mean, it's not like we can't fix it later. I have no idea what this music is, chat. I could look. Area 0 under depth, Scarlet Violet. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one. It sounds like Scarlet Violet has a pretty cool soundtrack. I've been missing out. Ed Sheeran and chanting? Wow. And of course, that's going to be blue, you know. Like, I should probably go ahead and just do the custom textures. Oh my god, whoa, it's a Zelda dungeon, then you get like another Zelda dungeon. That's so cool. Custom, here we go. And then the walls need to be the other, it needs to be, yeah, but those need, I think. Now it looks kind of weird. I don't know. Also, I'm noticing where I've mixed up texture work. We'll get it all figured out. I do kind of feel like the inner texture now is different than the outer. I mean, there's no way it's not the same castle wall look as it is downstairs in the basement. I physically refuse to believe that's the case. It can't be the castle. I mean, maybe it can, but this feels wrong. Like right and wrong at the same time. Suddenly I'm not so confident. I was really confident in this. All of a sudden, I don't feel nearly as secure in my assessment. Also, I think... Oh, God, a camera. I don't think I want to do that. I think I was right to begin with, and I think changing the texture back to white was actually the wrong answer. It was correct downstairs for some areas, but it's not correct here. That just looks like something about it doesn't look right. But it looks more. I don't know. Something's off. I'm still debating if there's a door right in front of us or not. I want to say no. I don't know. My brain's fried. I'm ready to call it for now. But decent progress on all this. Really, I mean, we're almost done with dire water. So, and then the slide. I really need to see what I can do with Koopa the Quick. We'll check that out really quick. And then we'll see. If he came this way, then came this way. And jump down to here. I don't know what prevents the player from doing that, but, you know. I guess besides the fact he says you cheated. I mean, that might not be too bad. We'll see. That's way too fast. That was not the problem I thought I would have. Okay. How far can I put you? Or does this extend out? Extends to about here. Let's see. We'll make it where he's looking this way. He comes out this way. That way, most likely the player will have run past, you know. I love you just hear him walking in the background. We only slowed him down by 5 seconds. There's no way you can be faster than that. I mean, I can stall him. That's not really the issue. Okay, we could... Then go here. Here. Out. The question is, how the hell does he make it across the gap? Like, this can't go well. This can't exactly go well. I don't know how else this would end up working. Yeah, he kind of just, yeah, he just falls into the void and dies. I don't really know what I was expecting, to be fair. There's no invisible blocks, which is the problem. It's always been the problem. He could do a Yui. Yeah, we can make him do a Yui and go all the way back up and then jump down. Again, it's like, I can make the dude run in fucking circles if I really wanted to. Just trying to make it look decent, but maybe I'll figure it out later. Because if I just put down like a thing here and went across, that'd be fine. Which in all reality, if I did something like this, and then could just hide the existence of these, it'd be fine. But it's not really how that works. Because now that just doesn't exist and you just fall through. Yeah, there's a lot of options, chat. I think in all reality, I think it's fine. I think, like, Koopa could easily just... Like, he'll come down this way. Then come here. And decide, you know what, I'm gonna cheat. Mario will never know. He's gonna cheat his way up to here. And come to here, and then he's gonna jump off and go straight down. It's like, this should be faster. And then he's gonna come over here. I kind of want to see how that plays out, honestly. Ooh, not what I was trying to do. Ooh. Yeah, that's not exactly what I was planning, Koopa the Quick. I'm not gonna dwell on this too long. This is one of those, I need a save state and just kind of play around with his UI. Oh shit, I did again. What a fucking cheater. Oh my god, who could have seen this coming? And then he just jumps. Yeah, that'd be pretty easy. And honestly, that works. And how it looks to the player would be pretty much nothing. I mean, even if you look back, he's still running, you know? They should really add the penguin as just a fast Koopa the Quick. Like, even if you were to kind of like stop. I mean, you can't do that. You look and be like, oh, he's still coming, you know. He didn't get to that position. Hold on. So, without having to do the whole thing, I can see what his position is going to be by the timer. So, the timer should stop when he's about to jump down. So, I would need to just barely get ahead of him. Or something. Which I think it's at 24 seconds. So, like, he would just be jumping down and you would watch him jump. Like that, and you would see him and be like, oh, you know, but then if you went too slow on the thing, yeah. We can try, we can see how this works. Which, I mean, he doesn't have to come all the way over here. I just wanted to give him a big enough area to turn around. Because he's a freak like that and doesn't like to turn around properly. I like that I said I was going to be done, and then I just ended up... I mean, this is what happens, is I'll work on something, and then It just takes forever to get any progress. Progress I feel happy with, you know. Okay. Comes here. Does his little... Actually, I want him in the center. Then he does his jump. So like here. And then to here. Circle. All right, let's see. Okay, he course corrects. He looks good. He's going for it with a timer of 44 seconds. Okay. That might actually be the easiest Koopa the Quick. Why not make him do the whole race? Ha 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 ha. Hee 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 hoo. Hee ha ha ha. I genuinely love that. That's so funny. And I don't think you can slide into... Oh, shit. I don't think you can slide into the pole there. So I think that should be fine as well. And of course, if you take the secret way, you gotta run up and hit it. Yeah, I think you're fine. I don't think that will happen. Like, it has collision, but when you're going that fast, I don't think it does. And so, let's see. I also want to add... I wish there was just a good job option, you know? We'll put Howdy. And so then the star should spawn on top of this guy, right? Like it should spawn just on top of him. Which I like that the flag is in the wall, because then you don't really see it. I mean, the question is, there's a couple options to make that like above him. I mean, not really. I think that's fine. So then you get your star. You get your second star. And then if you were good enough, you would get your third coin star. Alright, one more time. So 15. I need to remove those. That was beautiful. I don't know what that song was, but that was beautiful. What a dirty scumbag. Get out of my way. See, I don't know. I'd have to know how many coins I actually have down here. So, because I want to make it where, which I could just add more coins in there. So it's like if you did well enough. Okay, but let's try, so these 4 coins won't be here, so ignore these. Whee! Let's say you're just so amazing, you get every coin. Obviously with the jump, you're gonna miss a few. So let's not take those into account. Oh, like I missed those. Okay, and then of course, if you came in this way, there's a longer hallway here. I actually don't know how many that would be, but if I went across here like this, that would be exactly 100. So you could match. There's exactly 100 coins, let's say, that you can get here. And then how many coins are here? $17. So secret bonus way would give you, I guess, more coins than not secret bonus way. How many does this give you? $10. Okay. There's no way you're grabbing all of those. What did I get on average? I just want it to be like I don't want you to have to get the star on the thing, but I also don't want it to be like if you forgot these coins here, you just don't get it. So I could add more blue coins, that's for sure. I could make it to where that's 25 and then you would never get them all. You never have enough. Oops. Okay, 1 star, 1 coin off. I actually really like that he just jumps. Okay, so I would have had enough there. -7. How many coins do I have in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You still would have been short, so... Okay, if I add... like that. I don't think that's how it is in the actual game, but if I do that, and I don't go down the special route, and now I'm not going to focus on going crazy. I'm just going to more focus on the level. A lot of consideration. I mean, what more? I don't know. Yeah, I could not give a fuck. I guess that's also true. Even with the 25, that one where I'm more focused on just going fast. How many coins is this? 13. If you can't figure it out by that many, I mean, like, I don't know. You know? No. No. The other thing I would also really like is if there was a way to... Can anyone see, like, out from here? Can anyone see that? Because if they can't, that would probably be a great place to put an elevator or something. I missed the 25. You could put more coins on the track. That's also true. That's also true. If I had the 25 plus 70, it would be in like 95. And then bam, star. I think that's a good, I think that's good right there. Oh, I forgot to pay attention though, the whole reason I did that. Can I see that weird block formation down there? I mean, you'd have to be really looking for it. Like, that's way out of the way of the camera view. Even over here, it's kind of blocked. Yeah, you'd have to really go out of your way to see that. And then even over here, again, same shit. Like, here you might see it. But I don't think that's the worst thing. I don't know, I'm debating. I might. But even like, okay, if you somehow lost the race to Koopa, he's gonna go away. Like, what are you supposed to do? I have one or two options, which is either A, put a path somewhere over here, like, I don't know, add it right here, and then you walk off, and it'll take you up and out, you know? Like, we could do that. That's option A. Or B is just use the door that's already here and just have it where you can walk out. Oh, you know what? Thought though. Hold on, chat. Wait, I just had a great idea. Wait. Hear me out. We go like this. Bam. Right. Remove that block. And then pop it out this way, right? That did not work how I thought it was going to. Okay, it needs to go out straight. Motherfucker, come on. See, that just looks worse because it's gonna be clipping into the dirt or into the stuff there, but you know what? That would actually go so hard though. Why did that fail before? What was wrong with it? See, if I do that though, it's going to turn into the wall, which is the problem. That's why I had it come out this way, but I guess I could... No, that's gonna look wrong. I could have it come back on itself and then go out. I mean, that's... Oh, man. I'll think on it, to be real. Ooh, you know what? Chat made a good point. Why don't you just go down? We could also do that. Have it where you clip into here, and then I take you through the back, you know, all the way around. That's also true. Oh, see, but that's still going to make it... Oh, no, it won't. If we just... Yeah, and then we went out like that. Yeah. What the... How? Have two of them? What do you mean? Oh, no, okay, sure. Yeah, this one comes out this way and here. This is so dumb. And then we add a second one underneath, and that's the one that starts you on your funky path. Yeah. You know what? I might do that. That's dumb enough. We might do that. I don't know. I'm gonna come back to it later. This is not a immediate thing I need to worry about. The actual thing itself is done. I would just like if the player, again, warps would be so nice in this, but I just want the player to be able to get back here, and then I'd probably just drop them through an invisible wall or like an invisible ceiling, like right here. That way they could just try the course again. I actually don't even know if Mario 64 lets you do that, to be fair, so it might not even be necessary, but anyways, I'm good with Cool Mountain right now. Whoa, microphone. Go back in the slot. There you go. To not... Is that thing not tight? No, it's not at all. Stop sliding out. Anyways, I think we've made good progress on here, so I'm gonna go do something else. I've been saying that for an hour now. We've been going for 3 hours. At like 2 hours, I was like, all right, I'm good, and now it's been 3 hours. But you know what? That happens. Anyways, all right, I'm gonna hop off. Thank you for hanging out with me. I will see y'all later. Mwah, bye.